Johnny Cashmere, why did you betray your friend Joel Maximo?
My friend Joel Maximo. Didn't talk to him for 12 years while I was not in the wrestling business. I have plenty of fair weather friends. Let me tell you something. With friends like Joel Maximo, who the hell needs enemies? I'm not getting any younger. I got to fast track my career. If it means blowing out the other guy's candle to make mine shine a little bit brighter, I'm all for it, Dank. I don't care what anybody says.
It's terrible, man. Terrible, man. Johnny Cashmere. I am hanging out with the new Victory Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, the one and only Gift of Gab, Gabby Ortiz. How are you tonight?
Obviously, I'm fan-freaking-tastic.
All right, you got a lot going on. Not only are you the new Victory Pro Women's Wrestling Champion, but you're also on the hit show Monster Factory. Let us know how that experience was for you real quick.
That experience was incredible. Honestly, I used it as a way to get more comfortable in front of a camera, and it really helped. And it was just an awesome experience, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
All right, I'm a big fan of the show.
Good, thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Let everybody know where they can get your merch real quick.
They can get my merch at this table at this present moment, but then hit me up on Twitter if you want an 8x10 if you're not here. I have my t-shirts are somewhere. Just go to my Twitter, okay? And my Instagram. It's all there. At Gabbity, Gabbity, baby.
All right, the one and only Gabby Ortiz, the new Victory Pro Wrestling Women's Champion.
Very nice.
All right, so Tiffany Avatar just lost the Goddesses of War Championship, and I heard she went to, Lucky Leo's, to sulk in the candy stuff. So let's go see how she's doing. What the hell? Tiffany, are you all right, Tiffany?
Is that my buddy?
What happened? You lost the title.
She poisoned my lollipop, smashed me over the head with it. I don't have my title anymore, buddy. I can't go home. I can't go to Candyland. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna lay here, okay?
Oh, okay. All right, Tiff. All right. Man, that Amity, she's really tough. But... Wait, what? What the hell?
I just want to say that was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take Kale?
Dude, goodbye.
Whipwreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet Champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am Fearless Princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
It's called the Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of...
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great...
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Denk, and today I have a very special guest in my hot apartment that I'm sweating over here with all these fans on. But let me bring to you my very special guest, the one, the only, Sebastian Leshawn. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning. Oh, well, it's really like late afternoon over here.
It's my thing. You're just going to have to catch on.
Okay, all right. No, enough said. All right, let's start off with a couple of things you got going on.
Absolutely.
There it is. You are facing Colby Max coming up at Baddies and the Beast. Tell me how this match happened, and shout out to Mega Wrestling over there for having this event.
Well, I met Kobe a couple months ago, and I got to watch some of her work, and I kind of tried to put in a word to see if I could work her with the upcoming show, and my wish was granted, and I'm very excited to see what happens with that.
That is awesome. Now that takes place right there in Ohio at the Lorain County Community College Fieldhouse. Make sure you go to MegaChampionshipWrestling.com to get your tickets for this event on Saturday, July 20th. I want to give them their quick shout out. Let's see what else we got here. Is this the same show?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the same show. Wow, everybody's there. Oh, I recognize Angel Metro right there. I met her recently, not too long ago.
A good friend of mine.
She is. Yeah, she was really nice. So I saw her at this company called Recombination Wrestling up here in New Jersey.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah. Tell me more about the event. Like, how did this show happen? The Mega Cup.
Well, it's no secret that Mega has been having more of an issue with getting an entire women's roster. So with the show, we're trying to push the women to show that Mega is a place for women's wrestling and basically putting women's wrestling back on the map.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, everybody, make sure you follow Mega Championship Wrestling and get your tickets for this event and help support the baddies and the Beast. Who's the Beast here, though?
Well, since it's a doubleheader show, there's going to be like male matches as well. So there'll be
intertwined. Okay. Also, I want to say that also you are included in Brian F. Pro's Pride Collage. One, I believe, of 4 or 5 he's done for the Pride.
Yes.
All right, and Serena already pre-put your name up there so they can find out where you are.
That one, right there.
And there you are. Sebastian is right there, in almost the middle of the 4th collage, I believe this is.
Yes.
And I had Ruby Flyer on earlier yesterday, and he's on the bottom. And Layla James is over there as well. I had her on too. And many more are coming for the rest of the month and beyond. All right, so tell me, how does it feel to be on the collage?
Well, I think this is my 2nd time being on the collage. And honestly, I'm surprised because a lot of my friends are on there. So it's like cool to see us all like
together.
You know, it's cool to see everybody in one space, if that makes any sense.
100%. Not only does Brian do Pride collages, he also does for Black History Month, he does for Hispanic Heritage Month and Italian Heritage Month. So give him a shout out, and he's running a graphic sale right now if you want to hit him up as well.
Shout out to Brian.
Give him his props. He's a really nice guy. I got to meet him in person, so that was pretty cool. And he's doing a lot of things in the wrestling business. All right, let's start off with, how did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
Well, how did I fall in love with professional wrestling? So I already kind of had an idea of what professional wrestling was because my brothers and like the boys I was around were into it, but it never really caught my attention because to me it was just a bunch of big meaty men slapping meat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, until I got to actually sit down and watch an entire show and actually see what it was about, the very first match I saw was Melina and Eve Torres versus, I think, Lay Cool at the time.
Okay.
And I was just enamored by the fact that Melina could do the splits and I could do the splits. So I was like, I don't know who she is. I don't know what this is, but I like her. And ever since, I just started watching, and then I found out more as I watched every week and seeing like the different women's wrestling show or women's wrestling matches that they put on. It was just to watch it grow as I was growing up. It was very, very, very intriguing to watch.
Okay, awesome. Now, at one point, you decided to, hey, let me become a professional wrestler. Where did you go train, and who were your trainer or trainers, and what were your thoughts during that initial training?
Yes. So I tried out for Mega Championship Wrestling in June of 2021.
Okay.
And honestly, the way it all happened was kind of an accident, only because I knew nothing about independent wrestling or how any of this worked.
Right.
All I knew was what I saw on TV. But my friend that I was like really close with at the time brought up, or he sent me a link to Mega Championship Wrestling and that they were having tryouts. And he was like, "Hey, do you want to go? Let's see what happens." And I'm like, I don't really want to get beat up, but let's see.
Right.
And initially, I swear I just thought I was gonna do like I could be a manager. I can talk all day. We can talk. But I never thought in a million years I would actually be in the ring.
Actually wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, come the day of the tryout, my friend who I was supposed to try out with doesn't show up.
Oh no.
So I'm there at it's like it's in a complex, but it's a garage like sort of deal, but like we're in the back of it, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And I'm looking for it. I'm with my grandma. She's going crazy. She's like, "Where are we?" You know how. Lord. Anywho, I'm looking for the building, and the first time I went to the wrong place, so that was a whole different nightmare. But once I got there, I look around and I'm like, I don't know what I just got myself into, but Lord, I hope it's good. And 3 years later, I'm on a podcast talking about professional wrestling with you. And
that's awesome. Wait, is this your first one? Is this your first one?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Awesome. I love it. I love that I was your first podcast. That's good stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
I appreciate you coming on, 100%. All right. Now, you went through that initial training. You took a couple of bumps. How did you feel after your first couple of bumps, actually?
It hurt so
I
bad.
bet.
Like, I've danced like my whole life, and that's a whole different type of pain. But wrestling, like, I was little, I was frail, and it didn't look like what I thought it was. So like taking those bumps was like, oh my God, is my soul leaving my body every time? And truth be told, you build a callus for it and it just becomes second nature.
Serena's very happy with your first podcast. I'm surprised you've been doing this for 3 years and nobody's asked you to be on a podcast.
No, I'm not cool enough.
Yeah, I think you're cool enough. And so does Serena. So kudos on us for scoring our first podcast with you, and shame on them for not having you on, especially in your area. I'm sure there's podcasters around there.
Yeah, there's a few.
All right, well, they'll be seeing this. They'll be like, man, I need to get Sebastian on our show. And I strictly do like interviews. I don't go around and talk about AEW and WWE and criticize the shows. I just do straight up interviews. That's all I do.
Nice.
Serena says lies. You're definitely cool.
Oh my goodness, that's my homegirl. Shout out to Serena.
Everybody loves Serena.
Yes.
She's got that Italian temper, so she's a little rough sometimes with me. But
maybe that's where we connect.
Maybe. All right, let's go into your first professional match. Who did you first wrestle, and what were your thoughts during your first match in front of a crowd?
I guess I had two first matches, if that makes any sense, because I had my first training match, which was on like our weekly training show that we were doing at the time.
Okay.
Against my trainers, Cromwell's and Defarge, and with my tag partner, who's no longer in professional wrestling anymore, but she went by the name Samaya.
Okay.
And 2 months after that, I got to do a program with another LGBT wrestler. Shout out to Kim Basian. And Laura Loveless in a tag match with my tag team partner. And it was my very first show and my very first match.
Okay. Oh, you wrestled Laura. I had her on one time. All right, cool. All right. Now tell me about your most difficult match to date. Who was the opponent and why was it so difficult to get through this match?
My most difficult match to date was probably my match with Sunny Kiss.
Oh, all right. You wrestled Sunny Kiss? That's good. All right. Let us know what's going on.
That was probably my most difficult match because when I think of how I move in professional wrestling, I like to think of it as an actual job. So I'm very like, this is what I have to do. This is what we're trying to do. And I'm just like really particular, if that makes sense. Right. But like wrestling Sunny, she was another person I looked up to so much, like getting into it and learning more about the independence and learning about the fact that someone who looked like me could even do this. Like that was crazy to me. So it was very emotional for me at the time. And it was very hard to like bring it all in and like just breathe.
Right. It's a surreal moment.
Yeah. It really was a dream come true. Like my dream was standing right in front of me. It was crazy.
That is awesome. And did Sunny give you any advice?
Yes, actually. Sunny has always been like, ever since has always just been like, you're like a mother figure, actually.
Huh?
So she always like what's the word I'm looking for? reassures me that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm doing what I need to do for me and not for other people. Just making sure I'm on the right path.
Yeah, good stuff. Serena's trying to steal some of my questions. Who are some of your dream opponents that you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled yet?
Dream opponent?
Give us a couple.
Next, number one on the list is Melina.
Okay.
Before she officially retires, I would love that.
All right. She's
Wait,
still wrestling.
Yes. How many do I get?
As many as you want.
Ooh,
this is your time.
Okay. I would love to wrestle Sunny again.
Okay.
I'm a big women's wrestling fan. Mercedes Moné. Who can I wrestle? Ooh-wee.
Now, what kind of match do you want to have with Sunny? A regular rematch or a stipulation match?
I would love. I'm big. I love stipulation matches. I don't know why. But I would love like a no DQ or like some type of street fight or something of that nature.
Okay. Now, in your match with Sunny, who was the heel and who was the face?
Ooh.
Before you continue.
Sunny is the heel and I'm the face.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. You wanted to choose one more, right?
Who I got? Naomi.
That's a good one.
That's ever possible. Any of these are ever possible.
She's very popular. And, well, in WWE, it's hard unless you go into WWE.
Unless
you're, because they don't really lend them out to other promotions.
Yeah.
Unless, I know that sometimes they'll take some of the NXT talent and put them, like, on Booker T's shows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
But it's very rare. I mean, they just lent out AJ Styles to do promotion in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know.
Yeah.
You could be at NXT one day.
You might look. I'm manifesting it right now in this podcast, my very first podcast. I'm manifesting it.
All right, let's do it. Let's get you in NXT. I recently met someone who's NXT in the beginning of the year, or had just left NXT. Amari Miller, aka Cameron Burnett.
I love her.
So nice. You should have a match with her.
Oh yes. I would love that.
She can bring it. I saw her wrestle, and I was able to hang out with her and a bunch of my friends. So that was a cool moment. Hearing some good NXT stuff, good positive NXT stuff. So.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the next question. Companies you want to work for, besides the big ones just yet, that you want to work for, and how come you want to work for?
Companies I want to work for. If I'm being completely honest, I'm still familiarizing myself with like a lot of these places. So I would just say somewhere in California, somewhere in Florida, and somewhere in New York.
Okay. What about New Jersey?
I'm totally down to go to Jersey.
It's a great promotion. Bell to Bell, I believe is the name.
Bell to Bell.
Yeah. It's all women's promotion.
Okay. Now see.
My friend is wrestling there. Tiffany Avatar, the Cotton Candy Princess. She's coming up there in July. And I think you should have a match with her. See if I have a picture.
Do that. Okay.
She was in the actual the commercial in the beginning. She was the one laying on the floor with Candy.
That's good. What am I talking about?
I could see you guys having a good match.
I would love that.
I'm gonna let her know. I'm like, you gotta check this wrestler out. All right. If you could go to another country, what country would you go to wrestle or train?
Ooh, I am a very, 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 very big fan of Joshi wrestling, so I would have to go to Japan.
Okay, a lot of people choose to go to Japan. And I just recently learned that China's starting up their own like wrestling leagues over there.
Okay. Look,
So,
I'm ready.
you're ready. You got your passport ready?
I need one.
I need one too. I'm going to Canada sometime, I believe, at the end of the year, the beginning of next year for a promotion.
Uh-huh.
So I gotta get one too. So
Mhm.
they're like $200 too. They're not cheap.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get a GoFundMe to get our passports.
Okay. For real. We go together. We go to Canada.
This is it. We're letting them know now. We're starting a GoFundMe to get our passports. We gotta raise $400. Hopefully we get people to donate. All right, let's go into what does Sebastian like to do for fun? What do you do?
What does Sebastian like to do for fun? I am a very artsy person, so I like to sing, I songwrite, I dance a lot. I play video games.
Do you collect anything?
Do I collect bags and sunglasses and
Okay.
stuff that I don't need? So,
Sunglasses is cool to collect.
yeah.
Always want to be stocked. I collect sneakers, so I'm always buying sneakers.
Shoes too. See, that's another problem. I just have way too much stuff.
What's your favorite sneaker you have?
My favorite. What's my favorite?
I've never asked this question either. Huh?
It's like a flat Adidas shoe.
Okay. All right. I'm a big Adidas guy. I collect all the Bad Bunny ones.
Yes.
Yeah, it's expensive habit.
Mhm.
And the Funko Pops, they're expensive too.
Yes. Oh, I love those. I do.
Do you have some of those?
I don't, but I wish I did. If I see, I don't because if I did, I would collect them.
You would have too many, like me.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I have way too many. If I could show you, oh, you can see something behind me right there.
Yes, that is cool. See?
That's just not even a fraction of what I have.
Mhm.
I have a whole storage unit full.
Mhm.
It's crazy, and I have the big statue too.
Uh-huh.
That cost me a pretty penny, but it's mine, and it's not going anywhere. All right, let's go into. Hey, you watch anything recently on television?
Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did.
What are you watching?
Are you talking about like wrestling?
No. Let's talk about anything but wrestling.
You said what? Say it again.
Anything but wrestling that you're watching.
Okay. I am actually currently waiting on season 3 of Bel-Air.
Okay, I never got to watch any of them. Is it good a show?
I think so. I think it's a different take, but I think it's good.
Okay, all right. I just watched The House of Dragon, the new season.
Oh my goodness, I'm so into that.
Did you watch the first season?
I have not started any House of Dragons. I'm still.
Oh.
I literally just finished like Game of Thrones.
Oh, you're missing it. House of Dragons is really good. Like really good. Like when it came out, I'm like, I wasn't sure. I'm like, all right, let's see. Once I watched the first episode, I'm like, all right. And as it kept going, it just got for me better and better. And the way they ended the first episode of the second season was like, holy crap, it's crazy. You're gonna love it. So make sure you check that out.
Yes, absolutely.
What does Serena got? What does pride mean to you?
What does
Did we
pride?
answer this? I think you answered this, didn't you?
I may or may not have, but to me, pride is just walking in your purpose and standing on what you believe in, and just taking charge and being the person you've always wanted to be. That's what pride means.
Okay. All right. Let's answer her next question. What's one piece of advice you wish you give someone who when you first started wrestling?
One piece of advice I could give someone would be to, what would it be?
Sorry, my son wanted to steal my car keys. All right, go ahead.
I would say literally just breathe. Like, take your time and let it be a process. It's not gonna happen. Like, don't rush it, because quick success sometimes isn't even success at all. So I would say just take your time and breathe through the moments and just enjoy it, and just enjoy it as much as you can.
Okay. All right, let's go back into outside of wrestling for a moment. What's your favorite food? What do you like to
My
eat?
favorite food is, and please don't eat me up, no pun
Oh,
intended, but it's actually chicken and shrimp Alfredo, but only the way my mother makes it. Don't.
okay. That's the only way you eat it is how your mom makes it.
Yes.
Okay.
Cause yeah.
All right. I'm not a shrimp guy, so
Oh
I'm
my
not a
God.
seafood
Oh,
guy
it's
at all.
weird.
Not at all seafood.
Nope.
Not at all.
You just betrayed me. And my first podcast,
I'm sorry.
you just betrayed me.
You know, we're not all the same. We can be a little different here. But I do love the chicken Alfredo part,
Okay. See, I can do that. I can do that.
especially since Alfredo is my shoot name, actually.
Oh,
It is.
see, look, it's meant to be. You
It
got
was meant to be. Serena thinks that I need Funkos Anonymous. She's probably not wrong. No, I do need some help. All right, let's go into the big three promotions. Which one would best fit your style of wrestling?
Honestly, I
Or
think
big four?
probably Impact or TNA because I feel like I could do the most with what I am.
Okay. I think their knockouts division is probably one of the best out there.
Killer. I would love to wrestle absolutely anybody on their roster.
Anybody stand out to you that's there now?
Jordan Grace.
Sure.
I'm loving Giselle Shaw.
Okay.
Jay Vidal. Like I'm loving those characters.
What about Masha Slamovich?
She would kill me.
She's
I want
tough.
that so bad, but she would really kill me.
She's tough.
I want it. I want it so bad.
She has Japanese training.
I know.
She was there for a couple of years.
Japanese train me.
I met her when she first started. She was just a valet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like she was really green. I think she was like 18 when I met her.
I got to watch her live, and it was just like, take me now.
Yeah. She just turned 26, so happy birthday to Masha.
Baby, I can't believe they're so young. Oh my God.
Yeah. She was like 18 when I met her. She had to have been 18
That
when I
is
first
cool.
met her. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy to see how far she's progressed. And that's awesome. Good for her, and I'm proud of her, and I hope she much success to her.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Happy birthday, Masha.
Happy birthday.
All right. Let's see. Where can we go with? Gimmick match. What gimmick match do you want to be in that you haven't been in yet?
Does an I Quit match count?
Yes.
Yes.
And who would be your ideal opponent?
My ideal opponent.
Out of all the wrestlers you've wrestled.
Honestly, they're not even a wrestler. They're a manager, but they can wrestle.
Okay.
I think the world just doesn't know it yet. But the character I mentioned earlier, Kinvasion, has been tormenting me since I started professional wrestling. And I would love to have an I Quit match with them and show the world that they can wrestle.
Okay, all right. I thought you were gonna say Angel for a moment.
Angel, that's my homegirl. No, she's on my side.
I've seen some of her matches. She's pretty tough.
Yeah, she also killed me. Literally.
I saw her pull out. I think it was. I don't know if it was a kendo stick or a light tube or something.
Probably both.
Probably both. Yeah.
Probably both.
Yikes. That's tough. Won't catch me in that type of match. 100%. Not at all. All right. You mentioned some states you would like to be in. Which is the one that you would like to visit the most and wrestle?
I feel like I'm a city girl at heart. So I really just
New York.
I think so. And I didn't want to say it because I really want to say Florida. But it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. New York's okay.
There's great things in New York.
Yeah, there is. I'm trying to see. Well, I have all the flyers out here, but I got a couple of promotions I work with. I'll flash them real quick for you. Victory Pro Wrestling right there.
Ooh.
Gabby Ortiz from Monster Factory.
Nice.
All right, there's one for you. Here's another one. NYWC right there.
Okay.
It's a couple of great female wrestlers there. Dolly Darko is one of them.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of her, but she's starting to make her name. And the psychotic Amity LaVey.
I feel like I've heard of that.
She's starting to branch out too.
Okay.
She's actually going to be this weekend. She'll be at Exodus Pro.
Oh, okay. I have a friend that's going to be there too. That's
where
nice.
She's going to wrestle Tiffany Nieves.
Nice.
Who's your friend who's going to be there?
Pastor CeeLo.
Okay, I don't know. Hello, Mr. Herb Simmons. Hey, Herb, how are you? Herb owns the promotion right here, SICW Wrestling in Missouri.
Okay.
So that's Herb. He's a good guy. He runs the Papa Dan commercial with his programming, so I appreciate him. And I give him a quick shout out. Man, we covered a lot of ground, Sebastian, for your first podcast.
Yes. Okay, I love it.
All right, let us know what your thoughts are for the rest of 2024 for you, and then let everybody know where they can follow you and where they can get any merch you have.
Well, I have merch coming out soon. I'm working on a couple local things, but you can all follow me at sebastianleshawn.xo on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Oh, you're on TikTok? I got to follow you on TikTok.
Yes, please. Oh my God, we can follow each other on TikTok.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. And
right.
Batty Baz on Twitter. Or not Twitter. What's it called now? X. That.
X, yeah.
And
Batty Baz. All right. I'll have to follow you on Twitter as well, or X, or whatever it's called. Everybody still says Twitter.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with each other. Nobody says X. Everybody says Twitter.
Nobody.
All right, Sebastian. I want to thank you for coming on the show and being your first podcast with me.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness.
I thank you for coming on. Now, later on, I'll be back, Sebastian, because I have from Bluff City Wrestling the Young Styles right there, Cody Bryan and Steven Styles.
I love it.
Next. Yeah, those guys. Serena says thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, Serena.
This Saturday, I will be at one of the promotions I flashed you early. NYWC presents Going the Distance as they have the 2024 Crusher Dugan Heart and Soul Cup.
Yes.
Coming up this Saturday. Go get your tickets. And I will also have this Friday the owner of CZW Combat Zone Wrestling, the one and only DJ Hyde, who makes a rare podcast appearance because he doesn't really do podcasts.
Okay.
So I appreciate him coming on as well. And I don't have the rest of the flyers, but this Friday I also have the owner of Titan Championship Wrestling, Mr. Billy Vetsky, coming on the show at 6 o'clock. So it's Owners Friday on the podcast on Friday. A lot of stuff going on here. Where's my rest of my flyers, Sebastian? I want to show you them. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick before we head out. Okay.
You gotta send me these too, so I can.
Yeah, Serena will send you everything you need to know. I know I'm missing one, but I'm gonna bring this one up next week from the NWA Joe Kazana Productions.
Yeah.
Evan Golden will be on the podcast. Give a quick shout out to NWA Joe Kazana Promotions, really. Evan's coming on. I appreciate it coming on. And tomorrow I got Timid Tamir Gibbs as Pride Month continues for Beyond the Barricade. And
I love it.
Tamir is a part of this company called Chosen Pro Wrestling that will be having a show coming up in July. Let me see if I can pull that up as well. Man, I should have had this all already. But, I'm just got a lot of stuff going on,
Okay.
Trying to be a single dad is not easy.
Okay. I know that's right. I'm a single mother.
100% that's right. It's not easy. All right, well, let me bring my next guest also tomorrow, Pandemonium.
Yeah.
We're celebrating Pride here, and she'll be on with me tomorrow night. But Tamir is part of Chosen Pro Wrestling, which will have Mayhem on the Midway at the Ocean County Fair in Township, New Jersey on Friday, July 12th. And then after that, I will be also at Titan Championship Wrestling Presents American Spirit Saturday, July 13th at the Ocean County Fair. It's going to be a great weekend for all up there. What is that? 7. All right, he's at 7. Panda's at 8. Well, what's the flyer say? All right, 7 and 8 tomorrow night. But tonight I'll be back at 8 o'clock. And make sure everybody follows Sebastian. I appreciate you coming on very much.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
All right. Let's hope everybody has a great day. Thank you very much for joining us. Just hold on for 1 second, Sebastian. Everybody else, I'll